All right, so I've been wanting to use this board anyway, and I haven't made any videos for my classes, so you get to be the first one. Your problem says that you have a normal distribution with a mean of 100, and then it gives you some stuff about the probability, and it wants you to figure out some other probabilities. Basically, anytime you got a normal distribution, it's the bell curve that looks something kind of like that. And what's nice about it is if you cut it in half, then that's going to be where your average is. That's also like literally what cuts your data in half. So half your data, 50% will be on this side, 50% will be on that side. It tells you here that your average, which is X bar, is 100. So that means that 100 is right here. And then it tosses in some probabilities. It says the probability that X is greater than 118 is 0.2. Well, 118 is going to be somewhere like out here. And 0.2 is bigger than 118. So that means this tail is 0.2. In other words, 20% of your data is out there. 0.2, 20%, same thing. Then it wants to know what the probability of X is such that it's less than or greater than or equal to, 82, and less than or equal to 100. So the thing is, to go from 100 to 118, that is going up by 18. To go from 82 to 100 is also going up by 18. In other words, that is 18 units. Well, so is this. And basically, it's just wanting you to realize that anything you do on the right side is a reflection of what you do on the left side. So it wants to know basically what your shaded part, and I'll do it with dots just so we can see what I'm talking about. It wants to know this piece. It wants to know what all this is. Well, the thing is, that part is going to be the same as this open white space right here. Your average is the halfway point. So that means everything on this side is 50%. Well, I just took 20% off of that though. So 20% in this tail means there's also 20% in this tail. So what has to be left over to give you 0.5, which would be 50%? 0.3. So the reason why on here, and the problem, like your professor said, you don't need standard deviation because all you have to do is think graphically. And this is why they said that, because if you can draw this much, then you should be able to reason like, okay, if this is 0.2, then that means everywhere else on this side has to be whatever's left over to get to 50%. So it must be 0.3. It asks for what's between 82 and 100, but the thing about a normal distribution is it's equal on both sides. So once we found this to be 0.3, we know this part that it's actually looking for has to also be 0.3. So the probability is 0.3 or 30%. Hope that helps.